great conversations with Sip and Talk with Miss Londa and the Chocolate Doll. Join us every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. to catch the latest buzz in celebrity gossip, enjoy some piping hot tea, engage in dynamic panel discussions, and hear exclusive interviews.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. We have a couple of topics that we're going to be discussing with y'all tonight. We're going to get off into the Finesse 2 times and the Lil King situation where Finesse has violated his parole, and basically he's saying it's due to King. We're also going to I have some new information on the London Thomas situation, and then we're going to talk about the young lady Alexis Hawkins, who set up the guy Jarrell Pryor. They met on an online dating site, and pretty much it was just a whole setup from the beginning. So we're going to get off into those things today. How are you, Dior?
I'm good. How you doing, sis?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on today, and this new stuff about with the whole London Thomas case is like a little baffling to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not understanding. Well, we'll get into it. I don't want to blow it before I play it.
Yes.
So I think I'm gonna get into that first. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna pull that up.
Hey, chat.
Oh, you can't see it. Oh, I might have to take this down. Let's see, so y'all can see what I'm doing. So this is the mother of Jalen, who is the alleged boyfriend of London Thomas. This is the mother.
Please be seated. For people who may use this money. Okay, thanks.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. We need a minute, or we're ready to go?
I think we're ready.
All right, let's do it.
We have a prosecutor or no?
Do.
Okay.
We do. Okay, just want to make sure everybody can hear everybody. We're on the record in case number 25-1068 FY People versus Charlo Pendergrass.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. 757-8811.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Terry Johnson, P70773, on behalf of Ms. Charlotte Pendergrass, who is present and seated in the jury box.
All right. With regard to the charges, counsel, do you wish the court to read on the record what the charges are?
I have not seen them, Your Honor, and if the court would like, I can approach and glance at them, or whatever the court's pleasure is.
I'll read.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's alleged between the dates of April 5th, 2025 and April 24th, 2025 in the city of Victor in count 1 that the defendant is being charged with 1 count of lying to a police officer in a violent crime investigation. It's alleged that after being informed by Agent Christopher Steigel, Federal Bureau of Investigation, that the officer was conducting a criminal investigation, that the defendant did knowingly and willfully make a statement or statements to the office that she knew were false or misleading regarding the following material fact or facts relating to the investigation that London Thomas left 27262 Carlisle, Inkster, Michigan at 7 a.m. on April 5th, 2025 on foot through the front door, alive and well. And the officer was conducting a criminal investigation for kidnapping/homicide. That's a felony punishable by up to 4 years in prison and or a $5,000 fine. That concludes the reading of the charges.
Thank you, Your Honor. With that being said, we will enter a plea of not guilty before this honorable court.
All right, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of the defendant. As to bond.
Your Honor, my client is a lifelong resident actually of Wayne County, born and raised here in the city of Inkster. She is not a flight risk. Her family still lives here. Her grandmother and grandfather, who are residents of the city of Inkster, we'd be asking for some type of personal bond in this matter, Your Honor, with the standard conditions.
All right. On behalf of the people?
On behalf of the people, Your Honor, the people would be seeking a high cash bond with the chief guest hunter. We would be requesting no contact with the London Thomas family or any other witnesses in the kidnapping and or homicide investigation into the death of London Thomas. We would also be asking if the defendant has a passport, we surrender that passport to the investigating authorities. Your Honor, with regard to the residency, as outlined by defense counsel, Ms. Pendergrass has had an address outside of Wayne County in the city of Boston since 2001. Regarding her being a flight risk, people are concerned about flight, why we're asking for a tether. Ms. Pendergrass was set to turn herself into authorities late last week. Instead of going to the police station, she stopped the car that she was in, got out, and attempted to flee the area on foot. She was then later apprehended by police. Earlier today, we were in front of Judge Knapp with regard to a motion that Mr. Johnson had filed. Mr. Johnson indicated to the court that Ms. Pendergrass would not return to Carlisle address in the city of Inkster, that she would be going to a different address in a different city. Specifically, she would not return to that Carlisle address because of some concerns with regard to the health and safety of her father. She was, in fact, apprehended at that house she said she would not be at, where she went directly from where she was released earlier today. People have a concern for flight, and with regard to the high cash bond, people are asking for a high cash bond. Ms. Pendergrass has access to multiple properties, multiple vehicles. She also is, to my understanding, has access to a large family trust. People are concerned, again, with flight with regard to her financial situation. And then also with regard to the high cash bond, we're asking for that due to likelihood of conviction being quite high. Ms. Pendergrass was interviewed, Mirandized, said what she said, and the people have very strong evidence from phone records, video, that Ms. Pendergrass did in fact lie with police during this investigation.
All right.
Your Honor, just to clear one thing up, some of this is very insincere in terms of the fact of, yes, I did make a statement to the court earlier today that Judge Knapp, that Ms. Pendergrass would not return to the address on Carlisle. However, I was unaware at the time that Ms. Pendergrass had already been released from custody here in the city of Inkster. I had no communication with her. When I finally had communication with her, I said, you need to go to this address. So to say that she knew not to go there at that point, she was just released, she walked, and that's where she walked to at that point. So that's very insincere.
Is she working? Does she have a job? Does she?
Yes, I'm a caretaker for my, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm a caretaker for my grandparents and need 24-hour care. Jalen and I are helping them along with a few different caregivers.
Okay. So that's your primary employment?
Yes.
And again, Your Honor,
My grandfather can't walk. My grandmother is very sick. So.
All right.
and Your Honor, this is 4-year felony. They have, other charges or other things that they're worried about. Again, as the court is aware, I did file a writ because of the people's actions of detaining my client all this time, and they still haven't come up with anything with this one charge. And if they have something, they're free to come back and charge, but just to hold her on a possibility there may be something else, that I don't think that's fair to my client, especially after being in custody for in excess of 120-something hours.
All right. And Ms. Merrigan, this is an ongoing investigation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court does take note of her lifelong contact with both the city and the county. I do have concerns with regard to her being a flight risk, as well as the strength of the case. The court did swear out the warrant and heard additional facts, and so the court has those concerns, and for those reasons, the court will set a bond of $50,000 cash, surety, GPS tether, if released. No contact of any kind with any witnesses. She's to surrender a passport if she has one. She may not leave the state of Michigan without permission of this.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Wrong video. Damn. I think that's where it was.
Warrant and heard additional facts, and so the court has those concerns, and for those reasons, the court will set a bond of $50,000 cash, surety, GPS tether, if released. No contact of any kind with any witnesses. She's to surrender a passport if she has one. She may not leave the state of Michigan without permission of this court. She may not be in possession of any weapons or ammunition. And she's going to be living in another city if she's released?
Yes, Your Honor, and that I have provided that address to the people as well as the detective from Michigan State Police.
All right.
I can provide it to the court if the court would like off the record.
No, as long as the parties that need it have it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else for the record?
Your Honor, PCC.
We're gonna do that. I guess I was asking Ms. Merrigan, did I impose the conditions that you requested?
Yes.
Okay, because you mentioned there was some concern about contact with witnesses?
Yes.
Okay.
And of course, there were no contact with
Because I didn't name a party, so I'm going to just leave it at witnesses. So, counsel, are you available to return for probable cause conference next Wednesday?
One moment, Your Honor. That'd be in the morning, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am. Wednesday, Wednesday, May 7th.
May 7th, we'll see all parties back 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your
That
Honor.
concludes this matter. Thank you all.
You and your staff have a great day.
You too. Yes. I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson, I was incorrect. My clerk says we do need an address where we can mail notices to her.
Yes, I will provide
And
that.
if you can provide that to my clerk.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, that concludes this matter.
Okay, so basically, how do I make this like smaller? Basically, she was brought in once for questioning, but then she was brought back in again because dishonesty, giving false information to the police.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the son was also brought in, but he wasn't brought in charge on the London Thomas case yet. He was brought in on another charge, which is also false information to the police and whatnot.
So they just got all types of crazy stuff going on. Like,
Yeah.
and it's crazy that the mom, like, what kind of evidence or whatever on the mom in order for them to even bring her own question? That's just
There's a video. That's what made them bring her back into questioning, was some video that basically shows that whatever she told them, she wasn't being truthful with them, but they haven't announced what was on that video yet.
So was it like cameras around that caught her on camera or caught
I
whatever
don't
on
know.
camera?
They didn't say, but I was thinking, was it a Ring camera?
Yeah.
Maybe they asked her if London had been there, and she lied and said she hadn't been there, and they made it. They may have seen her on a Ring camera, a neighbor's Ring
Right.
camera or something. But that's just
Hmm.
my assumption. They haven't really said.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's so crazy. That's sad.
And then I have this new video that as I was doing my research today that surfaced, and I'm a little baffled by why isn't a lot of people talking about it? And in the video, she does mention that her videos keeps getting taken down, and she's not lying about that, because when I went to her video history, I can see where she had videos, and they're titled with London Thomas's name in it, and
Yeah.
yada yada, but they're deleted, they're gone. And actually, let me see if this video is still available. Oh yeah, I think it is. Oh, it's still available. Okay, so hold on.
So that means it's a lot of stuff that they hiding, a lot of stuff they don't want to be put out.
Is on the loose. Now, there is a 17-year-old girl missing in Michigan. We need to come together and find her. Her name is London Thomas. She's 17. Kid you not, my rapist that she was possibly last seen with, or was last seen with, is 23. This girl is a minor. We need you home, London. Come on.
So the girl that was just in this video, her name is Kristen. And I stumbled across this video when I was on TikTok, and I'm like, wait a minute. So she's basically saying that she was essayed by the same guy that was supposed to be the alleged boyfriend to London, whose house that she was apparently dropped off at.
Mm.
And this, yeah, she's the one that, the videos keep getting taken down every time she tries to speak about it or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot.
Was this before or after London's situation?
I think I'm going to assume it was before, because she spoke on it as London was missing.
So we need to figure out like who this man is. Like
His
what's
name
going on?
is Jalen Pendergrass. He has the same last name as his mother. Jalen.
No, I mean like his background on like what type of.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get more into that.
Cause that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what I can't see the chat. Let's see. She said so. Yes. I don't know how. How can I can't even. I don't know how to make my screen back. Oh, here we go. Boom. Okay, so I don't know how involved the mom is, but what they brought her in, when they brought her in for questioning the first time, they brought her in a second time because they found she wasn't being honest. So she might be involved as far as like some after the fact. I think she was trying to spell trifle. Some after the fact. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. I don't know if she was like fully involved with, the alleged. Well, it's not an alleged unaliving, but possibly her son had some involvement in it. So I don't know how involved with it what she was with her son. Let's just say that. But I'm gonna continue to follow this, because I know there's gonna be some more stuff coming out. I know it's gotta be some more stuff coming out, and I'm gonna be on it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So wait, is there another coincidence? Oh, I did want to share this that somebody on I think somebody else on TikTok was sharing. This was I found it kind of interesting.
Okay. Give us a taste,
of the
sis.
Detroit Police Department said the two brothers were arguing over a family matter when they got into a fight. And somehow, shortly after, a narrative was pushed by a family member allegedly who called Fox 2 in Detroit and said that two brothers were fighting over something to do with their mother, who had died earlier in the day. Fox 2 or the family TV could not confirm or deny those allegations. But according to the chief, he said during the fight, a gun fell out of one of the brothers' waistband. The other brother picked it up and opened fire. He said that another family member then returned fire to defend the first brother who was shot. Two people, including a brother who was thought to be the original shooter, have been arrested. Fitzgerald also said they were, quote, still sorting out the rest, end quote. Preliminary information shows that the younger brother was shot in the chest and the older brother was shot in the right shoulder. Both are listed in critical condition. 3 women were also injured. They were also shot and are in temporary serious condition.
This ranks up there with one of the crazy.
In this same time frame, associated with that same house, who's been looking for his daughter for over a week. Allegedly, she's 17 years old and was last seen with the older gentleman. And then the story got even more crazy because I remember seeing that person, right? As a news media, I try my best to look at news everywhere. And I remember seeing this team being talked about, but that wasn't the same guy who was identifying himself as her dad on the news. Of course, we got stepfathers, but the alleged biological dad had went live and reported deceased in Michigan. I didn't find that, so I decided to look up the tax records and who was associated with this home, which is also public records. And one of the names associated with that home is 48-year-old Damon Thomas. So then I decided to look up any public information on this Damon Thomas. Now it's a broad name, but after going on social media via Facebook, I was able to find a Damon Thomas by the same age with the name spelled the same way, also from Detroit, Michigan. And while that incident went on, 24 hours prior, he mentions coming to Detroit. He also mentioned he is the father of a teenager who's been missing for a little more than a week now from the time of me doing this video, which I found crazy. And if we're not doing assumptions, I'll let you guys, we don't know if the guy who was next to the biological mom, the guy they was referencing to as the biological dad, because if so, that would be 3 men who's claiming to be her dad. Check out this news clip.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
This is Cedric Salisbury had went to Facebook and said London is his daughter. And a little more than 48 hours ago, he made a post quoting, "The search to find London will start noon tomorrow at Copper Upper Elementary School, 28550 Ann Arbor Trail, Westland, Michigan. We need many people as possible to help find her. Please share." Now, he was the only guy who allegedly had her location. He shared the picture on where her last location was allegedly shared at, which was behind a school, which is also the place of a cemetery. Now, if you thought that was strange, another comment was made that he didn't respond to. Hi, I wanted to report a possible sighting of your daughter. April 10th, around 2 p.m., I spotted a young woman who looks almost identical. She was alone on foot in Middle Belt Road between Child Box gas station on Michigan Ave and the old rec center. She seemed scared or nervous and was looking over her shoulders a lot. She was wearing a white or beige hoodie with multicolored spotted pajama pants. I have not seen her since, but it's been on my mind. I contacted Inkster Police, but I'm not sure if they had a chance to inform me. But the day before, Cedric had appeared on a news clip leading the search. After seeing that news clip, Damon, the guy who was associated with that address, he went to his Facebook a little more than 72 hours ago and said the following, live.
I'm sorry, I went live and then I believe it cut off, but I was just, my daughter been on my heavy. She's been missing for a week now, and I know the Most High is going to see to it that things happen, things get done. It's His will. I just ask everybody to continue to, be supportive. With mom, myself. I know there's been people all over the news and things of that nature. London, has one dad. Her dad's name is Damon Thomas. And I appreciate anybody that's willing to help. I will be coming to to Detroit soon. I thank everybody for sharing posts, whether in Detroit or out here in Vegas. Thank everybody. And I just wanted to take the time to read the prayer of Manasseh for London, and I will continue to read the prayer of Manasseh every night to her return and beyond. So I don't want to say much, but I do want to read this prayer.
Now let's be clear, fam. We don't know if the two connect. We just know 2 + 2 = 4, and I'm presenting what's public and showing you how upon my research. Now, if it's not connected, it's definitely a coincidence, and it's a damn good one if you ask me. Especially knowing we have yet to get a response. No one has yet said anything on social media after posting almost every day. And honestly, the main concern is the 5 people who got shot and the 17-year-old who's now missing.
Now, I do know that the man that was with the mom on the news, they did say that was a stepfather. And then I did see another man that said he was there. He was a kind of a heavyset guy. He was the one who set up the whole candlelight vigil. Now this other guy that's saying that he's her dad, I don't know. Maybe mom was kind of telling 2 people. I don't know. I'm just saying, but I do see where he's going with that. It is kind of like coincidental.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It definitely is. Unless it was like somebody her mom was talking to who you know what I'm saying, got close to act like a dad or something. I don't know.
Or something along the lines of that. But say that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I was
Right.
a part of her life or something. Say that, like, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then so the mom had came out and was saying, like, because I guess she was catching backlash, and I don't understand why do people do this, and it be females, a lot of females that does this. If a young girl is anywhere, I'm gonna say anywhere from the age of 10 to let's say London's age,
Mm-hmm.
because we know that the guy was 23 and she was 17. They want to say she's fast.
Mm-mm.
Even if that's the case, why are we not holding the adult in the situation accountable?
Yeah.
If you
That's
know
correct.
it's a child, it doesn't freaking matter. You're the adult in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand how women come out and they say that dumb. They just, it just be pissing me. I'll be wanting to fight some of these ladies.
Yeah,
But
because obviously the family knew, because it was said in one of the articles I had read that her sister or someone had dropped her off over his house that day. So
yeah,
like,
the older sister dropped her off.
yeah. So
And
like the family know, and he's older. Me, I'm a mom, but I got boys. You know, you should be able to control that with your child and knowing who she around, age limit. You young. Ain't no. You got plenty of time for that. You know, cut it off.
exactly. And here's my thing, because at first I was like, well, did she just drop her off and they've never met this dude?
Mm-hmm.
No questions was asked, because the sister's like 20 some years old, and at that age they still young in the mind, even if she did know, you know what I'm saying? But
Right. Right.
the mom, when she came out to respond to the backlash, she said she was being groomed. They had been messing around for like 3 years. So if she's 17, that would put her around the age between 14 and 15. And you
Mm-hmm.
tell me you didn't know this for 3 years, or you found out and you just let it ride. What is the story behind that?
That's trifling.
You
That's
know,
crazy.
I'm like, wow. And then
Then
that,
for you to know that as a parent, like, and you not concerned, you're not concerned about, it's all type. Just because a person look like they got a smile and they cool, don't mean that person is good for her. She's a young lady. She young.
yeah.
A grown man got a different mentality. I would have cut it off right then and there before anything happened. Like,
And then also they said that, so when the sister dropped her off and she didn't call to get picked up that night, the mom didn't even report it right away. She didn't report it until 3 days later.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
She didn't report it until 3 days later. Also, I had questions on the vehicle. They found the vehicle that they found her in that was parked in somebody's driveway. And they're
Mm-hmm.
saying that this vehicle had been sitting there for a couple of weeks or 3 weeks or something to that effect. Now, I have two questions about that. First of all, whoever the owner of this house or renter or what have you, if that ain't your damn car, you weren't the least worried about it being there. Because I know I'd have been like, whose damn car is in my driveway?
Right.
This car out my driveway.
Right.
And being that it was a unalived body in there, wouldn't it have started to have a stench? Do you
Yep.
think? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, people wouldn't have started being like, dang, there's a funny smell coming from over there, and kind of reported that this car, I don't know. Is this a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense? But I know, and the police is really not saying a lot, but I feel
Right.
like they're just unraveling things, and I think they know the direction to go in. But the mom and the son's lawyer is basically trying to say that the police have the wrong people.
Have the wrong people. What?
Yeah, he's trying to say they have the wrong people in custody. And I'm just
Okay.
like, well, what reason would she have to lie though?
Mm-hmm.
What reason would she have to lie for?
She was last seen coming to your house.
Right.
And I wonder too if like back to like the ring camera thing. Is there any type of cameras around in that area to be able to see who was driving that car to pull up in that? Who did y'all see somebody carrying a body? Certain things like it's a
Yeah.
lot of crazy stuff with that.
I guarantee you while they're investigating, they're probably canvassing the neighborhood and asking those very questions that you just asked. I guarantee you. This is crazy though. So yeah, I'm gonna be following that. So the more information I get, the more I'm gonna bring y'all. So then the next one that I wanted to get into was the Alexis and Jarrell Pryor. Now Jarrell Pryor is the man that's wait, let me pull it up. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yes, I agree, girl. And yeah, that definitely is trifling. Yes, but we shall see. We shall see what's all this going uncover.
Okay. So Indiana couple arrested after allegedly setting up a 26-year-old father in fatal entrapment. Two people in Indiana have been charged in killing unaliving a 26-year-old father who is now deceased in a robbery that a woman allegedly set up. He thought she was inviting him on a date. Alexis Hawkins, 19, and her 18-year-old boyfriend, Brian Winston Jr., have been arrested and charged with murder in connection with the death of Jarrell Lamont Pryor. The victim was shot to death during the morning of January 25th, according to the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. The single father was killed after setting up a date with Hawkins that fateful day. When police officers arrived on the scene, they discovered Pryor lying on the ground next to a vehicle. He was taken to the local hospital but ended up being deceased from the pow wounds he suffered as a result of the attack. Both Hawkins and Winston were suspects from the start of the investigation. A month after the crime was committed, Hawkins was arrested on February 26, while Winston was apprehended and arrested in Austin, Texas on April 2nd, before he was extradited to Indiana. While investigating Pryor's unaliving, detectives went through his phone and discovered the messages he exchanged with Hawkins on Instagram, where the two, I thought it was a date now, my bad, it's on Instagram, but where the two reportedly met. Hawkins allegedly has scammed other men on the app. Based on what they retrieved, it was discovered that Pryor assumed he was making arrangements to go on a date with the 19-year-old, as stated in the affidavits. He attempted to make plans with her hours before the encounter. While she was having a conversation with the victim, she had already told Winston of previous situations where she had scammed several men. Police say after viewing those messages, it was determined she had set up prior to be robbed. There was video footage showing that Pryor and Hawkins were inside a car outside a liquor store about an hour before the pow pow took place. The police are unclear when Winston showed up at the scene of the crime, but did allege that he was the unaliver. Both suspects are each charged with one count of unaliving, one count of conspiracy to commit a robbery, and one count of attempted robbery. Winston was also hit with an additional offense unaliving charge. Yeah, so
That is crazy. Like, what's
yeah,
up with all these females on this set up type of crazy vibes? Like,
following up behind these ninjas and listen.
yeah, like, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere. I've been seeing a lot of that, and that's crazy. It's unfortunate people losing their life to stuff like that. Like, I don't understand these females. It got to be the younger generation because I don't know what's going on.
And some of them is some of these older dumb women, and they be and make it so crazy. If they be doing it for young men. I'm not that hard up and desperate to do nothing for
Right, girl. Hi, Belinda. Yes, I'm good, boo. How you doing?
Okay, come on, Sam. Come on, play.
People are in custody today for a January homicide. 19-year-old Alexis Hawkins and 18-year-old Brian Winston Jr.
What happened? Oh, it's loading. Come on. It's having loading.
This them right here?
Yep.
Facing multiple charges, including murder and attempted robbery. Police found 26-year-old Jarrell Pryor with a gunshot wound.
I may have to not play. I don't know why it's having loading problems. It played everything else just fine. Well, I guess they're pretty much gonna say everything I already just read. But that is crazy.
That definitely is. That is. Like, I could never be that hard up for a man to be on no type of vibe like that. Like, yeah, and to be younger, even the younger chicks, like, y'all got so much life ahead of y'all, and y'all wasting it and trying to impress whatever dude. Like,
Fuck these niggas. I ain't know
right,
none of
girl.
that.
That's what I'm talking about. Get into your bag. Forget all that.
Okay. So the next story I wanted to get into was the whole Finesse 2 times where he had to turn himself in. Then he's talking about it's because of the little boy. I think his name is FNG, Lil King. Now he's supposed to have took this boy in, and I guess he was supposed to be mentoring him or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's been doing that for a minute with him.
Yeah, but girl, it's just a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me just go and play this first little video. I hope this one don't get to acting stupid.
Hey, Rod. How you doing?
Is this the one with the sound? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I thought this was the one with the sound. Let me pull up Facebook. I be trying to have everything in one place, so I don't gotta search for it.
I know you good. Did he already turn himself in?
That's what I was wondering, because I don't know if the video I saw today was that. I don't know if that was fresh or what.
Yeah, I seen when he was talking about he had to turn himself in. I don't know if he ever did yet or not. That's sad though.
I know that him and what is it, Hustle Mob or somebody have been kind of going back and forth or something like that.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. Because I
That little
guess
boy done caused a lot of drama. Seen a lot of people he been getting. The little boy he been rocking with. That's been like they all coming for him. Like I don't.
and they all should blame their own stupid
And
selves.
yeah, and he a little kid. Like y'all beefing with a little kid. Y'all letting this little boy stir up all this drama between everybody.
I feel like if you was gonna take him in to so-called mentor him, that's just what you should have did. In the video,
Hmm
he said, "Where's this damn video?" He said,
He had him acting grown.
yeah,
If you
but
gonna
he
be a
said,
mentor, you should be showing him better things. That little boy was cuss better than me, and doing all types of crazy stuff.
girl, he'll make me
He
want
was wilding.
to." But he in his video, he said, "What y'all don't understand is King was this way when I met him. But okay, if you was gonna be a mentor, don't add
Hmm
on to it. Try to, show him
Change
something
him, help him
different."
change.
Damn, where is this video?
Mm-mm. That's not what a mentor's supposed to do. They supposed to be encouraging and enlightening you, not adding on to what they got going on. You supposed to be like a dad figure.
And then they don't. And then him and what's her name, Sugar. I
Oh
don't know if they're
yeah.
married or if they just baby mama and baby daddy situation, but
Mm.
they don't even have custody of their own kids.
For real?
Mm-mm. Where is that video?
Is that the girl he got more than one kid with?
I think he only got one by her, but she's got other
She got
kids.
other kids. Yeah, cause
Yeah.
I seen a video of her and him dressed alike with the little baby, and everybody on the comments was like, "Why? Where the rest of the kids is saying certain stuff? I ain't know what they meant." Oh yeah, that's crazy.
See if I can pull it up on Facebook. I don't like to use other people's material. That's why I tried to make sure I had it. I just can't remember where the fuck it is. Now I'm about to get mad. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna play the one that I have by King, and hopefully
Okay.
find the one.
Nigga make you violate your probation, bro. Like, just tell me. If you tell me, I will cut all my hair off. Just tell me. I've been gone away from around you 6-7 months. Bro, you violated your own probation, bro. I ain't making no more videos about you. That shit is dead. We gonna leave this alone. And don't get in my comments talking about some, why is a child speaking on a grown man? Why is a grown man speaking on a child? We just gonna leave this right here, and we just gonna clear that right there. You get what I'm saying? Just keep a nigga name out your mouth. Go your separate ways, man. I wish you the best. Hold your head high, nigga. Hold your chin up. Peace out.
Little bad mother.
He'll sit his little butt down somewhere. I want to get a
Girl,
belt
like
right
he
now to that
really
butt.
didn't take some shit. He beating on the table or whatever the hell he in front of. Little boy, I will come and choke your little ass out.
Girl, I'm ready to tear the bed up right now. Like, if you don't sit your ass down, little boy.
He so
He act too grown for me.
I just can't remember what photo I put him in, but I also had the video of where he went live, popping it on Charleston White. Charleston White got mad and called CPS.
For real? Oh, Lord.
Girl, yeah, he called CPS. I got another video of this little bad little ninja. Wait, is this my dumb ass? The video was right in my. This ain't no video. It
He
has
is
no.
bad. I'm ready to get the belt to the ass right now.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Let's see if it's on. Okay, well, here's this other video of King popping it again. Now, he really went in on this one.
I'm scared to see. That is crazy. He's bad. How old is he?
Oh, wait, I must have just played. I think he's like 13 now, but I think when he got with Finesse, he was like 10. Oh, these the same damn video. Girl, I'm mad now.
Ain't no He gonna be ruthless when he about he ain't even up to 18 yet. He already turned as a hot mess.
And the
He need to
mom
slow his roll.
mom went live saying she's not on drugs, but
So where's she been at? Why did he take him under his wing?
so the grandma had custody of him. The grandma had custody of him. The mom had obviously was out somewhere in the street. She had not too long got out of jail because when Charleston Wright called CPS, he he ended up finding out who the mom was and helped her. I think they set up a GoFundMe for her. They got her a car. They was I don't know if they ever did it, but they was talking about helping her get her credit together so that she can get a business and stuff like that because they figured
Right.
help the mom get straight, you help the kid.
Right,
Well,
right.
right after they did that, the mom stabbed the grandma with her mother, which was King's grandmother, with
What?
scissors. Stabbed
Oh,
her.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Let
god.
me pull that up as a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
pull that up so they can see this. Y'all gotta see this. I remember that. And I explain like a child sees their parent and they gon' take in what they grew up of seeing. So that explains probably why he is how he is.
And his dad is out here on the same ignorant trick.
So that's why Finesse should have been the man and stepped in and really stepped in and showed him the right direction instead of keeping him going. I see him on stage with chicks with their butt out and all types of crazy stuff.
Memphis police say this near fatal stabbing happened yesterday on the 1500 block of Davis Street. The victim was rushed to Regional 1 in critical condition. Now, investigators say that the woman who did it, Tiffany Moore, stabbed her mother about 10 times with those scissors. And we've learned that Moore's daughter actually witnessed this happen. So her grandmother being stabbed by her mother. According to police, Moore is charged with attempted first-degree murder.
So, yeah, she
Mm-mm-mm.
stabbed the mom with scissors.
That's crazy. That's wild. They
And
wild.
he wasn't the only one that was there to see it. So was the other kids. Cause he has siblings. He has a sister, and I believe he has a brother. And they were all there to
So
witness
where's
it.
those other kids at?
Okay, I don't know who they're with. His siblings, I think they might still be with the grandma. I don't know. I don't know if
Okay.
there's other family that can step up or anything like that. But allegedly, they're still with the grandma now. Finesse and Suge's kids is with Suge's mom, which is Joyce. And this
Uh-huh.
is another thing that Finesse is saying how all this happened, why he has to go back for violating his parole. So basically, what he's saying is that Joyce was in his house. He let her come and live in the house because he felt like that was the only way that Suge could be next to her kids, because for some odd reason, he's saying that the mother won't give her kids and she uses them as I guess a meal ticket, you could sort of say. But my thing is,
Yeah.
how would she be able to do that if you just was doing what you supposed to do in the first goddamn place and had your kids?
Bingo.
It's given that you want to follow up behind him, because he also said in that video, I just told her, let your mom take the kids, because basically he found out that she was talking to the blogs and telling the blogs things that was going on in his house, and he's on
Oh
parole,
wow.
yada yada yada. So you let him tell you to just let your mom take your kids so that he
Mm-mm.
can continue doing the dumb shit that he's doing.
That's another brainwashed female. Like y'all women need to get it together. Get it together. That's crazy.
So
Like
he
leaving your kids for a man. What type of stuff is that?
Right. So Finesse, I guess somebody named BBJ or somebody sent him a screenshot of Joyce sending info to the blogs about things going on in the house. And when he finds out, he put her out.
I was just about to ask that. Is that why he kicked her out?
Yeah, yeah,
Lord.
yeah. So
I could never be that hard up for a nigga. Like, what? No, what's going on?
Right. So once he put her out, then that's when she started. Which I guess she went to the police and told the police that he threatened her. Or no, first she threatens him with the police because of the kids. So he tells her they can go too. So basically, like, he putting her out. She's threatening to tell what's going on in the house because the kids is there. So he like, shit, we'll take them. And let's not forget one of these kids is his. Right? So
Hot mess.
right. So she obviously takes the kids, says the mom, and then he's saying that the mom is using them for financial gain, and that the mom has King brainwashed. Now Joyce has no connection to King whatsoever. That's not Suge's son, that's not Finesse's son or Joyce's son, but for some odd reason King ends up going with Joyce.
Oh,
And
wow.
she was getting information from him as far as things that was going on to the house. Then they end up going to the police and turning him in.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's so messy.
it's very messy. It's
That's
very
so
messy.
messy.
But I say this. He up here talking about King, he has no loyalty to. First of all, he's a little boy. Second
Clock
of
it.
all, it's your fault that you allowed him to see all this shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
He should have never been around dice games. He should have never been around drugs. He should have never been around none of that. So it's your fault. That's
And
how
if you hear that little boy's music, how the stuff he was rapping about,
man.
like, he was a child in a grown person's place, and he should never been there. You right.
That boy is a 10-year-old stuck in a 25-year-old's body.
Girl, clock that.
For real. I'm like, damn, little dude, sit your little punk ass
All
down.
right. Like,
You
sit down somewhere, get in your what about school? What you got going on?
I found the video. Hold on. Shout out to Say That TV. I didn't want to use nobody else's stuff, but guess I ain't got no choice. As long as I give him credit.
King told them everything, man. King told them everything that can happen and everything that been going on in my house.
How did it make you violate your probation, bro? Like, just tell me. If you tell me, I will cut all my hair off. Just tell me. I've been gone away from around you 6-7 months. Bro, you violated your own probation, bro. I ain't making no more videos about you. That is dead. We're going to leave this alone. And don't get in my comments talking about some, why is a child speaking on a grown man? Why is a grown man speaking on a child? We're just going to leave this right here, and we're just going to clear that right there. You get what I'm saying? Just keep it out your mouth. Go your separate ways, man. I wish you the best. Hold your head high. Hold your chin up. Peace out.
So we at my people's smoke shop. We posting up, we ain't doing shit, chilling. Everybody just preparing to go to the show. So Suge mama pull up. She got the kids in the car with her. Now, man, y'all now. King also been away from around me for 3 months. King been away from around me for 3 months. I ain't seen King. I'm thinking King with his daddy. Cause that's the last I seen him with. That's the last I seen him with was his daddy. But now mind you, this one King is bagging up from me because I ain't buying him no more Gucci and Louis. He ain't having no more big boy bankrolls, and I ain't taking him to the clubs and shit no more. I'm putting belt to ass now. He going to school now. He rocking regular kid clothes. So he ain't liking this because he want to be grown. Can't want to be grown. He don't want to do what I'm telling. So now check this out. So when I put Joyce out,
this is where I get confused. You said he want to be grown, but you allowed him to be grown.
Right. I just heard that.
Come on, like, make it make sense, dude.
King say, bruh, can I go over Joyce's house until school get out Monday with the rest of the kids? I said, King, I don't know. Let me call your grandma. I call King grandma now. I said, hey, King want to go over Miss Joyce's house. I didn't tell her what was going on. She said, King don't need to go over no Joyce's house. I don't know no Joyce. So King was like, Grandma Joyce is the lady who that's the kids' grandmama over here. So she was like, do you know the lady? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, King in good hands with her. I was like, I don't think, King in good hands with her. I don't think she'll hurt King or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he want to go over there, he want to be around the kids and kick it and shit, you know what I'm saying? Let him go. You know what I'm saying? So she let him go. So when King went over there, though, that's when his daddy came and got him, and I never seen him again. I never seen King since that day. Since that day, I never seen King again. So now, this whole time, 3 months later, King been with Joyce. Joyce got him over there using him for information. Joyce got him over there using him for his money. This old lady. You see what I'm saying? Got him over there using him for his bread and his information. You see what I'm saying? But since he can't do what he want to around me no more, that's why he ran away with Joyce. Because Joyce finna let him do what he want to do and say what he want to say, and he can sneak around Joyce. He can't sneak around me. I'm hip to all the little bullshit you on. So I ain't going for it. So he wanted to go around Joyce. King was ready to get away around me because I wasn't going no more. That's all. That's all it was. When I slowed down and I made him start earning and shooting, he pulled a real Memphis move. He used me. That's what King did. He used me, and then after he used me, he earned me out. You know what I'm saying? He did a Memphis move. That's what Memphis do. That's how Memphis rock. That's a Memphis for you. Like, they gonna use you and abuse you, and then they gonna act like they ain't never did. You ain't never did shit for them. That's a Memphis for you. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, we chilling. Joyce coming to get the baby. Man, you clever in a car seat at this time. Well, she a newborn baby at this time, like 2 months type shit, like 3 months. I'm sitting in the back of the smoke shop. Sugar oldest daughter come in there. She dressed up. It was a dress up day in school. So I said, oh, what, you was an old lady today? She said, yeah, King dressed up too. I said, King dressed up? She said, yeah, King dressed up. I said, King been at school? Because I know he was in daddy's with his daddy. Like, she said, yeah, King been at school. King in the car. King in the car? How the f*** is King in the car? Like, y'all ain't understanding what's going on. Like, if something happened to this boy, man, them folks is gonna come at Finesse. They not gonna come at Miss Joyce. They not gonna come at his daddy. They not gonna come, they gonna come at Finesse. If something happened to this boy, anything go on, the first thing they gonna look at is me. So I'm like, what? I tell King, come here. When King get in there, I said, God damn, man, you just been bucking the shit out of me, ain't it? Man, sit your ass down, man. Like any other dad'll do. Like any other dad who don't play that shit'll do. Hey, man, sit your ass down, man. So now I'm finna have to get him back to my mama house because we got a booking. We finna have to go out. I'm finna have to... Man, guess what King do? He scratch out running. Literally. Like ass and elbows. Like, that's all you saying. Ass and elbows. King scratch out running. Back to the truck to Joyce. This is exactly how I'm looking. Like, you just ran like King just... I said, let you... Man, go get this, bro. Go get King, bro. I don't know. This nigga tripping. Let you go out there by himself. Now, this the charge. This the charge that this old lady done went and put on me, y'all. This what this lady done put on me, y'all. Let you go outside. By himself. Now, mind you, you said that's who, Suge? Now, mind you, man, it's crazy. The old lady that got me like this. Huh? Mute my comments? How I do that?
That's annoying as hell.
Oh. But anyway, yeah, that'll make some who ain't really on it, real supporters get on up out of here. So look. What's up, Cole? You alright? Yeah. Alright, say no more. So look. Man, this shit cutthroat, man. So look. Let you go outside. Suge on the right side of the truck. Scrapping my baby in.
We both on the right side.
You ain't Lil Juice on the same side?
It's the background for me.
Lil Juice stick his head in the truck and tell King, man, get your ass up out this truck, man. Come on back here and your ass finna go to the house. Joyce tell Lil Juice, now this, Joyce ain't got nothing to do with my family. Joyce ain't got nothing, Joyce don't know King. Joyce met King through me. She don't know King. She don't supposed to have King or none of this shit. I literally let King go over there for 3 days. And Joyce kidnapped the boy and let him do whatever they did. And it ended up to now. So look, check this out. Both of them on the same side of the truck. I'm looking at the camera. From the smoke shop. I'm standing in the smoke shop looking at the camera, looking at what's going on, trying to see if King finna get his ass out this truck. Next thing I know, I see the truck start moving. All I know is my baby is halfway sticking out this truck. Like, cause Sugar trying to scrap my baby in. So I panic. I run outside. When I get outside, I'm telling Suge and Lil Ju, man, let her go. Just get my baby. Like, let her go. Like, this woman, this old lady is literally sitting in the car arguing with Lil Ju about King. And Lil Ju telling her, like, this ain't even your child. Like, this not your child, bro. Why is you out here arguing? Man, the lady literally, when Lil Ju back, I said, bro, just give my child, let King stay in there. Like I said, because I already know what type of time Joyce on. Joyce on some straight police shit. So I ain't trying to deal with Joyce. Like, if that's what she on, she want to have King like that, she can have King. Let me call King grandmama and his dad and let them know my Joyce got King. Because obviously y'all know he with Joyce, but y'all ain't telling me he with Joyce because I ain't getting y'all no money no more. Because I ain't getting money no more. That's what all this is about, man. All this shit is about money. That's what this shit about. All this shit is about some money. So the old lady stopped the truck. So I get the Jonesin on her with your old fat SpongeBob SquarePants looking at I tell the bitch, bitch, boiled egg with legs, have looking ass bitch. I get to going in on the bitch, yeah, bitch, upside down, oval looking ass bitch. I get the check, I'm joning on her. So she leave. I'm thinking that that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she took King. I called King grandmama. I said, hey, they acted like it was cool. I took my hands off of it. I never worried about King again until my PO called me and told me this shit on the internet about King. Y'all gotta understand, bro. I done dealt with CPS twice dealing with King. I done went through some shit dealing with this, man. I went through it dealing with John. And y'all don't even understand it. Y'all don't understand it. Like, don't nobody understand that part. Everybody see the bad shit from this dude. Don't nobody see the... You got Say Cheese all from that. They posting this shit. Why y'all ain't posting these projects? Why y'all ain't posting this shit that matter? Why y'all ain't posting helping the black out? You know what I'm saying? Why? I get it. Y'all gotta pay y'all bills. I respect the game. I respect the game. I respect the game. I respect the game. Y'all gotta pay y'all bills. Man. Laugh at Finesse. You know what I'm saying? I be. Man, on me, man. They charge Lil Ju. They charge me and Lil Ju. They charge me and Lil Ju. She got me and Lil Ju. The only thing that got me up is one, because it's violent. They said, I'm saying, she went and told them that we told her that we're in the face. I mean, what she say we said?
Why you don't know? You the one got the damn.
Shot in the face.
This boy's slow.
What she say we told her we'll do to her? I can't remember. It's just
damn, everybody in the house slow.
She said something about.
That's enough of him. But he talking about the good shit he do and how he done dealt with CPS. And you acting like, you know, you dealing with CPS is like, it's your own, it's you. You're the one who's making the fucked up choices. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he the one who's bringing this stuff on himself, and he act like it's everybody else's fault but his. Crazy. I found this other video, so I'm tired of him. All that damn whining he doing. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, here is the mom. This is the mom.
22 months. You know how many times somebody came in that jail and told me they seen my baby shooting dice with this grown man. All I could do was go in their cell and cry. I didn't have commissary. I couldn't call home and check on nobody. I couldn't do nothing but ask God to protect my child out here. We stay in the roughest part of North Memphis. I just did 22 months. You know how many times somebody came in that jail and told me they seen my baby shooting dice with this grown man. All I could do was go in their cell and cry.
Girl, nobody wants to hear that. Here it is. Here is this was the very first video that he put out, and this is where he tells a lot on him.
Hey, Mob Ties, this to y'all. He told y'all they broke in a car in Nashville and took the jury. I'm sorry to tell y'all this. He melted that jury down. That's how he made the F&G handout chain. He melted that down. He still owe his jeweler money. Yes, he owed people money. He just ran off on a plug in Oklahoma for like 100 bowls. Yes, that's true. We can do my research on that, and I know y'all wanted me to go live, but I couldn't go live. I just wanted to address that to y'all, man. Paperwork that he tried to say he gave my grandma $10,000 and bought me a $40,000 watch and a $100,000 chain. And let me make this clear. Hey, Mob Ties, this to y'all. He told y'all they broke in a car in Nashville and took the jury. I'm sorry.
Now you see how he, oh my goodness. You see this stuff, girl? This stuff is a mess. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. A hot mess. You still here? Oh, she must have dropped off. But yeah, y'all, this is a mess. All of this stuff going on. I don't know if Finesse has turned himself in yet, but he definitely has to. It's a violation of his parole. So that's pretty much going to bring the show to an end. That's all I have for y'all. Until next time, see you.
Thank you for tuning in with dynamic and engaging hosts who bring a unique perspective and sense of humor to every episode. They're not afraid to ask the tough questions and get to the bottom of the latest stories. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Don't forget